What up, everybody? Y'all ready for another building? Y'all ready for another factory? Well, it's not over here. I don't know why we're over here. It's behind me. Look at that. That's right there is my power plant. Bask in its massiveness and how much of a pain in the butt it was to build. Yay. Alright, let's get coffee mug out and let's get ready. Now, a couple people have commented that, you know, they missed the story element to it. They missed me building this. Well, I guess I can get a story. We can do a story. You guys ready for a story? Story time. Here we go. Once upon a time, in a land very far away, there was a power plant, alright, and the power plant produced, what did it produce? It produced inconsistent power. Yeah. The end. Shut up. Yes, welcome to my power plant. It produces a lot of power if it was working correctly, but it is not, so unfortunately everything has been turned down. It has been turned off and it's kind of just stagnant right now. Unfortunately, I can't maintain the power that I want, not because I don't have enough fuel rods, not because I don't have enough processing, but the setup on here is kind of, that's kind of dumb right now. I don't know what's going on. I built all this, like, okay, all right, let me be real. I built all this, and as I was building it, I was hating it. But then I wanted to finish it, so I finished it, because, you know, normally I hate things, I don't finish them, and that's probably what happened to that palace, even though it looked gorgeous. But anyway, this is how it's set up. The idea is that each one puts up its waste, those get merged together, they go over here, those get merged together, smart splitter, that splits it off into this one, and then the rest of it goes up to the top. Are you following along? Sure you are, why not? So each one has its own section with 3 mighty blenders. The one in the center is making me some nitric acid for each side. The one on the outside is making non-fissile uranium. Right now I've upped it just so I can get rid of the fissile uranium. I didn't do this as properly as I should have. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't like this is as I kind of built it as a perfect system, but turns out bad things happen. Like what happens when you're not bringing enough sulfuric acid? Well, then things go to hell. You overload on nuclear waste, and your whole system just backs up. And once nuclear waste backs up, it's over. And I had everything looking so good and compact and so nice. All right, let's go outside, and then we can go up to the very top, and then you can see the top. So, yep, up here has all the non-fissile uranium being turned into plutonium pellets. So the idea was that it would fill up a non-fissile uranium, then the uranium waste would back up to where it could go here, and then make plutonium pellets. And then the plutonium pellets could go all the way down. Sorry, we need to fly where there's lightning. Sense of danger and urgency. But anyway, all the plutonium pellets will come all the way down here to the very end, and that would get processed into... Ooh, that was a shocker. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta go on the floor. Well, yep, I already saved, it's okay. Oh no, wait, I gotta go one more down. Alright, you all saw nothing. So plutonium pellets came down here with some concrete, and it is being turned into encased plutonium cells. And this room looks pretty cool. You know, not too bad. I like this. And then if we go up here, everything comes together and is made into plutonium fuel rods. 0.62 per minute. Which is great, because then they can be sunk over here and we can have a buttload of tickets. Which is great. But I don't like it. I mean, I like this. I like some of the elements that are to it. Unfortunately, I just don't like it. I don't know why. And I know it's bad to say, you know, I built this and I should be like, oh yeah, check it out, bruh. Look at it. Everything's looking good. I'm the best. Look at this design. This is fantastic. I got this wonderful little, like, kind of corridor that you go down and everything. We got hyper tubes and all that, bruh. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, but unfortunately, I don't like it. And because I don't give a shit, I don't really care too much, I'm gonna rebuild it. Why would I do it? See, this is why you subscribe to this channel, to watch a man mentally break down and spend all his free time rebuilding something he has built twice, thrice before. Oh, but wait, this is not it. This is not the whole thing. Yes, this does the plutonium pellets. But if we look at the recipe over here, you will notice that it also needs steel beams, electromagnetic control rods, and some heat sinks. So where in the world did I build all that stuff? Well, plutonium works. Alright. Do I just fly and talk like a jagwagon? Nah. Jump cut. Alright, somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. Say hello to plutonium works. Once it loads. Going to the other side of the map was probably not a good idea. Also, I should keep still flying. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's go back to flying. How can I showcase all my works if I don't fly? Whee! Yes, welcome to Plutonium Works, where I built a whole bunch of... Whoa, sorry, let me get out of your way, bro. Alright, I'm sorry. Anyway, where I just built everything over here and didn't really worry about the aesthetics of the place. As you can tell, it's a little spaghetti. But spaghetti aside, it does look kind of cool, and I was gonna rebuild it on not like a live stream, but like I was gonna do a whole video where I just rebuilt everything and showed you guys everything like that, but I still don't like it. I still don't like it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the drone ports. I mean, the build looks nice. I like the way that it's set up, and I know I can make it fabulous or whatever. But for right now, it just... something about it just doesn't scream right. So, yeah. So, this is the Plutonium Works. This is where I had... where was it? So, I had this massive amount of thing over here. I love this thing. The resource pressure well. And then I have all this going up. Now, each one of these is a pure node, and there's 10 of them. This is like primo spot, because this gives me everything I need in one location, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I got that. I put them into these things, upped it, so now they need 300 per minute to make 75 packaged ones, and those get shipped off into oblivion and sent over there to get unpackaged, because that was a smart idea, right? And then, of course, we have sulfur coming in and making us a packaged sulfur. Unfortunately, the sulfur is kind of a 1-to-1, where this one right here is like, what is it, like, yeah, 75, like a 4-to-1 or whatever. So this is why this one works just great, but this one looks like garbage, because I don't get the flow rate that I need going over there. So yeah, I would have to redo this anyway. Then we have all this magic stuff over here, more silica, and then random stuff just being made everywhere. Well, yeah, here's the steel beams, and then I'm making rubber in these, and then the rubber is the, what is it? The heavy oil residue is being turned into petroleum coke. The petroleum coke is being turned into steel, as well as going into here for the aluminium, or aluminum, if you're, feel like saying it that way. I don't really care. But yeah, so that's all fun. And then let's see, the aluminum is getting come over here. It's going into aluminum casings or aluminium casings, and those are getting merged over here where those are making heat sinks with the rubber. So yeah, everything was kind of just thrown together. This is like completely sloppy to me. I don't like it at all. So yeah. My plan is to, well, now that I got all those nukes running, I'm going to nuke the world. world. Yay! Actually, I'm going to start over. I'm going to start over. I know. Bye-bye this. Bye-bye that. Bye-bye hot rod factory over here. And goodbye melting point. But wait, it's okay. Everything's okay. My plan. Wait, I gotta show this to you. Alright, here we go. So we are on a early version of this save. Check it out. We're gonna turn this. No. This is an early version of the save, and this was supposed to be my, like, world grid. This was to be able to get me anywhere that I needed to go. There was just one small smidgen of a problem. Where did it go? Let's go over here and then I can show you. So the idea was we had the train lines, and the train lines would go here and they'd go around, yada yada yada. We had lights that would go above it. We had the power line that looked pretty snazzy. And the nice thing about the power line is you had the main power going across like this. And then you had all these side powers going across like this, which, odd if we had a blueprint that would go. And then, of course, I saw Coffee Stain doing the little update where they had, like, you know, power lines going across the world. So we wouldn't even need this anymore, but I thought this was pretty cool having this on the train line. Except for until you get here. Because if it goes through, look at this. This is so stupid. Even the tallest one. We'll just do the tallest one right here. Okay, let's say it goes there. Let's grab this and put here. Okay, so yeah, that one worked fine. What about this one? Grab this. Come on. Do you fit? Well, you fit. What was my problem then? Was it this one? Oh yeah, that one was a problem. I mean, it could have gone a little bit higher. But then the other thing is trying to get this to this one, and then it just looks so stupid with the power lines there. I don't know why I was putting power lines on there. I guess just for fun. But anyway, so we had the power lines, and then of course we had the hypertubes, and the idea was that you would always take the right hypertube, and then so this hypertube would go to here. But if you're coming this way, it would send you this way, and then this one would send you over here. But at the same time, like, you can't turn right going, like, you can't turn left. It was a whole big deal. I wish there was, like, a hypertube network you can have, where you can just choose your destination and just make one connecting tube line. Like, that would have been awesome. But unfortunately, there is not. So, yeah, this was the general idea. So I could drive on here, I could take a hypertube or the trains. And then the trains would mostly be used for transportation of materials. I thought of this, and then I thought of what I was building, and then I remembered one key factor. This is a huge waste of material. This is a huge waste of processing power. This is a huge waste altogether. First of all, I don't drive anywhere. I fly. But even if I didn't fly, I would probably just take a train, because it would be faster than driving. Or I could set it to auto and then go get something to eat or whatever. Sure as hell not taking a hypertube if the hypertubes aren't going to be like a subset system like the train section. Yeah, that's hard to say. Words are hard. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. So I decided that instead of fixing this the way it is, not to mention, these things are pretty short. If you want to visualize how bad this is, yeah, I could go so much further than they actually are. So I'm also wasting material there. So I was like, why not would you just start from scratch? We're just going to start from scratch. And here we are, brand new. Everything runs much smoother because this right here, this is my new train line. Yep, it is more compact, more convoluted, and more simplistic, which is very nice. And the best part about it is the way that I set this up is very, very interesting. So the way I did it is I made a blueprint. Check this out. So I use this foundation right here, the regular foundation, and then I can just put this one right on here. And it builds everything out. I got my lights, so that way we can have fancy lights. I have extra power in the center if I wanted to go that way. And then, of course, I have lines for the train lines. But let's say I want to connect it to the ground now, because this is only so far. Then, all right, oh, I think I need to set the blueprint. Then there we go. Voila. Now I have a giant beam kind of thing that just sets it into the ground. Now, of course, you know, sometimes it doesn't fit and I have to finish it off, but at least this will be the general thing for all my trains to be on. And I think this works a lot better because all I need is trains. I don't need hypertubes, but let's say, for the sake of argument, I wanted to do hypertubes. I mean, I could connect them underneath here. Oh man, I could connect them like right here. The real question is, would this even make it? Check this out. Let's put one here. Let's put one here, and then would this even work? Jesus, look at that! It actually works. So I could have it on there. Huh? That's not bad. Something to think about. Though the roundabout would probably be a bit different. Oh, by the way, love this roundabout. Huge pain in the butt. What you have to do to connect it, and alright, let's kill this real quick. So what I did was I connected this one to here, and then this one to here, the 45-degree angle one, and then this one to the 45-degree angle one. But the problem is you can't connect this one to this one because it can't have 2 in and 2 out. So it can't be OCD perfect. Why? That's why. So we went one further, and it kind of looks a little weird and off, but at the same time, it works. It just works. And then, of course, once it's all done, all I have to do is go here and grab some, was it block signals? Path signals? We'll do a block signal. And I can go to this one, and then every right side. There we go, because those work just perfectly on there with the concrete and everything. And then you don't want to do this one all the way up here. You want to do the one a little bit further back, and then you're going to do this one. Bam, look at that. And then, of course, we're going to do this one right here. And then, bam. So now this is red. That's orange. That's yellow and red because... why is that still red? Shouldn't that be a different red? Shouldn't that be a different red? Why is that not? What if... oh! Well, that was weird. Why did it just give me a different... I don't even know anymore. This is still kind of blocked. But here we go. We got red going on here, and then this one's an orange one. And that would be how you set up a roundabout. And the nice thing about that is now they all wait at the edges before they go in the giant circle. And once somebody's in the giant circle, everybody has to wait. So that's nice. So this is my train line around the world. Around the world? But if we want to fly Mark 5... I'm going to make another video going over how exactly I did it, but the other thing I want to do is I want to make a spiral going up here. So this part's going to be temporary, but I do like this going over to the swamp area. So we got this coming into the swamp. It's going to go over here. We're going to build the spiral. Then it's going to come over here. I wanted everything over here. Don't mind the textures phasing in and out of reality. My computer is not as super as I hoped it to be. And then I kind of wanted to go across the edge over here. I've done this before. And then come down here to this area. This area actually goes in here. Huge pain in the butt. Do not recommend doing this. But I found a way to just barely get this in here. Another roundabout. And then, of course, that just... whoa. Where'd you come from, bro? So that just comes down here. And then we're using this channel right down here. And we're kind of coming across, and because I'm flying so fast, the textures take a loading time, but get a nice little rinse on our train tracks. And then got you pushed off to the side. This comes all the way down here. Now I put a roundabout over here so I can build the brand new power plant over there. And then of course here is going to be my oil works. And then we're going to come back over here. This is going to be a roundabout. I'm going to try and figure out a way to get this train to kind of go up here, and then so I can get anything in this area. This one's going to be difficult, so that's why I cut it off right now. We come over here, and then we bend down. Huge roundabout here. This one, alright, there we go. This one's going to come up here. It's going to go up, and it's going to kind of fly into this general area that doesn't want to load. So that way we can get into the red forest. That's not very red. Ah, there we go. The red has appeared. And basically, I want to be able to get into anywhere over here, and then that's where that one's going to come into play. The other side is for anything in the rocky desert that I want to grab. So any material, I'm going to have to make train stations over here, and that's what that one's for. And it's going to be great because it's just going to come over here and it's just going to be built over. Train networks are great. They're going to be awesome. And I'm going to show you exactly how I built all this in the next episode in a little bit more in depth because, this is just a quick overview of where it's going to be, basically where it's placed, but not how to place it. And then it comes over here on my favorite coast with the Flaccid Archipelago. And then it turns over, comes over here. And then, of course, I kept my fancy house. This is the one reason why, I can never just get rid of this world. This house is amazing. And then it comes over here, and then it goes over here, and then this area. This area, I swear to God. So we got the roundabout to keep it going. One area for materials, another area for materials, but then I had to go down because apparently there's a giant flying beast over here that thinks he's king of the world. And, he doesn't want to change his pathing, which is why this is so short. Because it used to be taller, but then I wanted to go down for that. And finally, we're going to have to figure out a way to get it in this area. So we can get over to this, I don't know what you want to call it. My Christmas Wonderland, basically. So somehow, I have to get that to come in over here. Somewhere over here, some way around this, just to get over to the swamp area. Yeah, once I figure out the spiral method, then things are really going to take off, because then I can just have that go up, come over, and same thing over here. By the way, this is what happens when you fly really fast and use mods and stuff like that. So, sometimes not using mods, good idea. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am just going to be chillaxing at my house, until next video. Trying to figure out how to make train tracks and everything. And what the hell was that? So yeah, that's going to be fun. So yeah, if you like what you see, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't know what you could possibly do to help the channel and keep me going. I don't know what you could do. But if you figure it out, let me know in the comments section, okay? Other than that, everybody have a beautiful day and enjoy the fun of building. Bye, buddy.